1 in 3 children in South Africa will be sexually abused in their lives. 50% of reported sexual abuse cases are children under the age of 7. Girls and boys are equally at risk, but boys seldom report the abuse. Talking about sexual abuse is sensitive and difficult for us. We often feel judged and we fear being blamed. In South Africa, people who work with children rarely receive specialized training to help them work with us around issues of sexual abuse. There are also complicated legal issues if we disclose to them. Because of this, the subject is often avoided completely. If we feel that we cannot report the abuse to anyone, we cannot begin the journey of healing. Our abuse may continue for years, and we have no one to turn to for help. Here's what some of my peers said when they were asked about sexual abuse. For these reasons, Zoe Life, with the support from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, developed a child-focused tool to assess for risks of sexual abuse in a non-threatening way. The first step was for a team of experts to sit together to develop a concept. They had advocates, academics, implementers, and government officials who came up with a framework that would work best. They had to make sure that the tool didn't lead the child in any way and met forensic requirements. The tool was then designed and tested in collaboration with youth advisory teams. The youth and adolescent end users guided the process, carefully assessing the content and the look and feel, giving their unique and valuable perspective. The next phase was to pilot the tool with children who are orphaned and vulnerable, and with childcare workers who already had a strong relationship with these children. Zoe Life sought to partner with an organization already operating at grassroots level to strengthen existing interventions aimed at adolescents and their caregivers.
One of the issues that was picked up when we were doing our baseline assessment was that often people do not come to Department of Health because they feel that they are not receiving the appropriate care that they should. What Zoe Life has brought with this is to see if there wasn't another aspect that was preventing them from going. In other words, did they want to report sexual abuse? Did they want to not report sexual abuse? Did they not want to be exposed to any stigmatization within the health system? I feel that the outcome of this project, where they've come up with a tool to assess whether there is any gender-based violence or sexual abuse with children or other people in the communities, will really help the healthcare workers within the clinics to do a better job of assessing what is not being said. And to me, that's the value of what this program is going to be.
An amazing opportunity to collaborate with an organization called Duduza presented itself. Duduza have a strong orphan and vulnerable children program that they have been running for years in the rural part of the Utugela district. Part of their portfolio in working with these children was to provide sexual abuse services. In their experience, they had challenges in screening children for risk. The absence of a child-focused tool made the subject difficult to navigate. The intervention started with training the community caregivers on how to use the tool, and some basics in working with adolescents. Through the leadership of Sister Hedwig, an experienced social worker based at Maria Rashid's mission, the CCGs conducted interviews with children identified through the Duduza project.
It has been, I actually noticed that most of the children, they only had received maybe one session of counseling from the social workers, and then, or some maybe had moved from where they have been before to one of those communities where we work. And then so it has been a struggle actually for me, and I thought it was not fair enough for the children not to receive the proper counseling and proper preparation for them when they go to court. And so when we realized that we actually have a struggle there, and then so when we got to know about Zoe Life, and I actually spoke to my director, I said it would be actually be a good opportunity for us to get to know and identify those children, because very often we don't get to know about them, and sometimes even when the caregivers know about them, but it's not easy for them as also being in local caregivers maybe to intervene. So it has been very difficult. So when Zoe came and offered to work with us, we thought this is really would be a good opportunity, because the project that Zoe Life has offered us is to help us to screen the children who are between the age of 12 and 18 years, to see if they are at risk of either physical abuse or sexual abuse and other forms of abuse.
A total of 128 children were reached, of which 64 engaged directly with the newly developed tool.
Ngesikhathi ithuluzi singenalo bekunzima ukuthi uthole umntwana, ngoba mhlawumbe uma umbona umntwana ukuthi uhlukumezekile ububikela i-social worker, kube yile likwaziyo ukuthi likhulume nomntwana,
nokuthi ingane ikhona ukukhuluma, because uvela ubeka isithombe ubuze information encane ngaleso sithombe leso, kodwa ingane bese ziyavuleleka ukukhuluma okuningi ngaleso sithombe suke siphambi kwami ehlazo.
Ayasiza ngoba umntwana uqala interview okokuqala ayombona ukuthi ukanjani, uphinde futhi okwesibili umbone futhi hayi ukuthi le session is2 iyafana neyokuqala. Mase umphinda futhi okwesithathu usuke usuneshosho ukuthi lento ayisho kwi session 1 ilento le ayisho ku session 3, shuthi yonke into ihamba kahle noma uhlukumezekile. Ilapho usubona khona ukuthi hayi usession 1 no2 awufani. Why ku session 1 abe happy, ku2 ashintshe, ku3 futhi nakhona yashintsha. Usuke usubona ke lapho ukuthi hayi ngazathi kukhona ukuhlukumezeka okukhona.
Kodwa kokunye nje ukukhetha ama environment nama emotions kwakubalula, babekhetha bengenandaba, kodwa babengayikhiphi exactly abuse eqondane nabo, babeyikhipha as if yenzeka kwabanye abantu ababaziyo noma yenzeka kubo.
Kulula futhi uma usebenzisa izithombe, ngoba isikhathi umbuzo umntwana elaveza khona ukuthi esezochaza le zithombe bese khani uyambona ukuthi ukhona inkinga ekhona ngazo zona lezi zithombe.
People are aware, and that there is an organization that is following up cases of abuse if there are any on children. So they themselves are alert. And a number of people even in the community have also expressed that it would be good if the people, guardians and parents of children, they themselves are trained on these things, because sometimes they think that they are doing good for a child while they are actually making matters worse. So the training and the project coming to us, it has really helped a lot, and personally, because then even during the screening and the interviewing of the children, we realized that some of the children didn't even know the difference between the good discipline and the abuse. And some of them, even when they knew that this is now an abuse, but it was difficult for them maybe to come up and report this. So, but we have now empowered them, and so we hope that it will help a number of children. Some of the children that were not shy to say yes, they want us to intervene, so we'll be intervening. So soon we'll even be going to some of the schools where children, they had complaints either about teachers or about other children bullying them. So we will intervene and make sure that we call even the parents of both children if there are children involved. And if there is a teacher involved, that we involve also other teachers and the school principal.
In order to understand the effectiveness of the tool, the interviews were transcribed using a data collection system. Additionally, Zoe Life conducted one-on-one interviews and focus groups with the caregivers at the end of the project. This was a time to share and process their experiences together. Here are some of the findings from the project.